The M8A1 is officially back in Black Ops 7. The beta is one of the best guns in the game so far, but I decided to take a different approach, and I actually think this build is probably my favorite build of the beta. Completely biased here because this gun is obviously a classic of mine from Black Ops 2. Absolutely love this gun, but I've actually made it with a bit of a twist. So I've decided to try this weapon as a bit of a fast SMG. I know it sounds crazy, it's a marksman rifle, but I do think this build was probably, how do I describe this? I think it's the most rewarding in terms of, like, if you're good, you'll absolutely fry with this build, and also if you miss your shots, it's not as punishing. So it actually really rewards a range of players here. Let's just break down the build and you guys can try it for yourself. But this isn't like a gimmick build and like, oh, you have to try. No, I actually really enjoyed this build. I thought I'd share it with you guys as my first class setup. So starting off with the muzzle, again, we're using a marksman rifle as an SMG, so we're gonna have to use some things that are a little bit unnatural here just to make it fold into an SMG a bit more. So starting off with a suppressor, you could go, I didn't want to go with the monolithic because again, we're using this a bit more short to medium range, right? So I wanted to go with a normal suppressor just to stay off the minimap. I wanted to make sure I'm silent, going through, able to finesse in multiplayer and try to get those nukes. Then we have the barrel. For the barrel, I decided to go for the 23-inch barrel, which is going to be the long barrel. I wanted to add that damage range so that we have that strong one burst potential, just so that medium range, we're still one bursting people and this weapon still has that extra range. Okay, then we go across to the rear grip. This is also a 5 attachment build, by the way, so you can run it with perk greed. Then you have the rear grip. Now the rear grip, again, we wanted to make this a little bit faster, a little bit snappier, so I decided to go for the quick draw grip because I wanted to make sure that when I'm going against the SMGs, I have fast ADS speed, because that's going to be the one that they have more than us as an SMG, more than an AR. So I wanted to go for the fast ADS. That's why we have the quick draw grip. Then we go across to the stock. Now again, for the stock, I wanted to add the movement, right? We're trying to convert this AR into an SMG. So I decided to go for the mobility stock. So this is going to give us some hip fire movement speed, some general movement speed, and some strafing movement speed. This really helps up close and personal when you're having those mixy gunfights. You can aim down sight and you can kind of just have that high strafe speed. I think this is really important for the weapon. Then for the last attachment, this is probably the make or break, the most important attachment for this type of build. It's going to be the rapid fire. Now I tried rapid fire on the M8, my normal class. I felt like it had a bit too much recoil. It felt like it had too much kick. It wasn't shooting as well long range. So I had my normal class, it was good, but I really wanted to introduce rapid fire. That's when I kind of came up with this conclusion. If I want to use rapid fire, I have to make this weapon shorter range. So I lean into the positives of rapid fire. And this is where it gets super interesting, because with this rapid fire build, you can basically be forgiven for missing a burst. But if you hit your burst up close, you're going to get a kill. If you miss your burst with rapid fire, you get another chance. So that's why I think this weapon is super rewarding if you have a decent shot. And even if you don't, you can get away with it. Try it out. Let me know what you think, and I catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.